Hi, I'm Coach Red, and in today's video, we're going to be talking about respectful ways to disagree and deal with tension when you're in a partnership or with your children, or whenever you may have tension or a disagreement. How do you deal with it? You can see more of my content on my YouTube channel. That's at Coach Red Rochelle Strauss. And on my website, CoachRed1, that's the number 1.com. And if you want more content or something specific that you want me to talk about, you can email me info@CoachRed1.com. Now, getting to this video on dealing with disagreements, the bottom line is everybody disagrees. If you didn't, life would be really boring, and you'd be surrounding yourself with people who always say yes and always agree. There's just not much to challenge the brain in that way. So let's talk about disagreements and how to be respectful about it. Today the world is really polarized, and there are some topics that I've always laughed about. Oh, you don't talk about politics, religion, whatever. There are so many more topics to stay away from right now that it is insane. It's total insanity. So here are some ways to deal with it. Be silent when they speak. Watch your face, watch your facial expressions, and don't say anything. Allow them to say what they need to say. If you have to take a break because they're triggering you in some way, take a break. Examine your emotions during the break. What are you feeling? Are you feeling like something's in your throat, like a lump in your throat, like you can't speak? Are you feeling something in your stomach, like it's making you sick, what they're saying? Or just kind of be aware of your body in the break. Take a minute, hear what they say, walk away, just kind of check in with yourself. Listen to what they're saying verbally. Listen to the words that they're saying and hear their point of view. You don't have to agree with it. And honestly, if it triggers you or incites you to anger immediately, it means that there's a trigger there. And that would be a great opportunity to hire a coach or a therapist and explore that. Look below the emotion. So when you look at what they're saying, you're listening to what they're saying. Look below that. Why do you think they're feeling the way they're feeling? Refocus on the values that they share with you. And look at their body language. Is their body language like ready to fight? Or is their body language just kind of relaxed because they trust you so they can tell you their innermost thoughts and feelings? When you refocus on the values that you share with them, you come from a place of unconditional love, and yet you disagree with what they're saying. When it's your turn to speak, don't make it personal. Make it about the topic that you're discussing. Avoid putting down the other person's ideas and beliefs. You could say something like, I can tell that you agree with gun control. I'm not a fan of gun control, and this is my opinion. So what you've done is you validated their opinion, but you don't agree with it. You follow me? Use I statements to communicate how you feel and what you think and what you want or need. And always stay calm. If they have an opposite political view from you, for example, and it's somebody that you really care about, you say, you know what, this is my child, my adult child, and you're discussing politics. Or this is my mother, and I'm discussing politics. Or this is my best friend, and we have opposite opinions on politics. Always talk about I. Well, I disagree with that. What I feel is right is this. That's how you do it respectfully. I am religious and I believe in God. So if you don't and this offends you, I apologize. That's my life. My best friend is an atheist, and she and I have the deepest conversations about God and the existence of it. And yeah, she laughs sometimes, but I don't ever take that personally because she never disrespects my belief in God. She just doesn't believe in God. And so she therefore thinks it's like a funny, clowny concept. But that's her opinion. And all the other things that we have in common makes her my best friend. And I ask you to think about that and think about how you can handle when somebody close to you has a different idea. Well, what about a tense situation in a group setting? So let's say you've walked into a group and somebody that you have a serious contention with is in that group. My thing is just to say hello and move on. You don't have to spend the time glaring at them or looking at them or giving them side eye. None of that. They're in the room. They're in the same community you are, or they're in your same office, and there's nothing you can do. So if you get okay with your opinions and your ideas, and this person that you have a lot of tension with, that you haven't dealt with, is in the same group, you could say hello, you could be respectful, cordial, that's it. You don't have to be in conversation with that person, and you don't have to make the whole time that you're in that group setting about that person. Know your triggers, your fears, and your bias so that when you're in a conversation with somebody, you know when you're being triggered and you can calm yourself down. Don't ever get angry at the other person for having their own ideas. Everybody has their own ideas. Everybody has their own thoughts. And not everybody's the same as you. Don't get angry. Have a respectful conversation with them. And you don't have to try to change the subject. Stay on topic. Keep your emotions at bay. And then after, when you're alone or when you're with your significant other, you can let go because it's a public setting or it's a group setting. You can't just change the subject, get angry. It's just not the appropriate place to do that. So when you know your triggers and your fears and your bias, you really know yourself. And when you know how you feel and what your feelings feel like in your body, again, you really know yourself. So when somebody has opposite ideas from you or different ideas from you, it's not going to set you off. And you are not going to set them off. That's how I recommend you deal with disagreements and tension respectfully. Tell me what your thoughts are in the comments below. Thank you for watching. You can always check me out at CoachRed1.com for lots of blog posts and videos and other important information that you can use as a parent or in life. Please subscribe and click the notification button so that you never miss a video from Coach Red.